Hi guys, as promised I am doing a first of my Roaccutane diary videos. I've been taking Roaccutane for 1 month now, 30 days, which is, you can only get 1 month of it at a time, and I've just completed my first month, so I thought it was about time that I came and did an update for you. So first of all, how I got Roaccutane. I've had really bad skin on and off for most of my life. As a teenager I was put on the pill for my skin. I used to have to wash my face with the stuff that surgeons scrubbed up with. It cleared for a while before I had my son, and then as soon as I had my daughter my skin got really bad again after that. I tried different things that the doctor gave me, washes and gels and potions and lotions, and I feel like I've tried quite a lot of stuff that you can get over the counter, or you know, different skincare brands that say that they're going to help your skin. I've tried different vitamins and supplements and things like that, and nothing has really helped it that much. So last year I went to see my doctor about my skin. The first time I went there I went with makeup on, and because I didn't like my skin I would wear double wear concealer, double wear foundation and double wear powder over the top. Now my skin isn't actually that bad. Like, I know there's people out there that have got skin much worse than mine, and a lot of people do say to me, well, you don't need it, but I do. Like, it's enough, my skin is enough to upset me, and I wanted to do something about it. I'm not happy with my skin, and I realise that there's people with much worse skin than me, but my choice was that this is the route I wanted to go down for my skin. So I went to my doctor first of all, and she put me on antibiotics. No, first of all she gave me Roaccutane gel, which didn't really do much. I went with makeup on. She said I didn't really need anything, my skin was fine. Then I went back because it wasn't really doing much, and I went without any makeup on, and she then saw that my skin was bad, worse than what she thought it was, and she gave me antibiotics. I tried them for 3 months, they didn't do anything. So I went back and she put me on a different course of antibiotics. They didn't do anything, and I had mentioned then Roaccutane, and I wondered if it was an option for me, and she said that I would have to go to the dermatologist to try Roaccutane. So she referred me to the dermatologist. I went and saw him. He saw my skin and he said that Roaccutane basically is the last step. And that he needed to try me on 1 more course of antibiotics before we went for Roaccutane. So he tried me on trimethoprim. They were the last ones that I tried, and they definitely did the best out of all the antibiotics I tried, but not enough. Like, I was still getting breakouts, and it just wasn't enough of a difference. It wasn't life-changing, you know, I was still going to have bad skin. So I tried them, and then after I'd had those for 3 months he asked me if I wanted to try Roaccutane. But I'd had my eyes lasered at the end of last year, and I know that Roaccutane can dry you, and also the laser eye surgery can dry your eyes, and I didn't want the double dryness going on. So I wanted to wait for 6 months till after I'd had my laser eye surgery. But I spoke to my optician that did the laser eye surgery, not the actual surgeon, but the same opticians. I spoke to them, the guy that I've been having my checkups with, and I spoke to my dermatologist, and they both said that yeah, it was fine to go ahead. I have still been using occasionally Vitapos, which is what the laser eye place gave me to put in at night after I'd had my eyes done. I've been using that occasionally at night still, just to make sure that my eyes are hydrated, and I also carry eye drops on me just in case, because on the instructions for Roaccutane it says that dry eyes can come on at any time. Like, you could be fine and then all of a sudden you just might not be able to see properly. So I also carry Roaccutane drops with me. So anyway, when the time came I had to go and have a blood test, which you have to have done before you go on Roaccutane, and that's to check the levels in your blood of it's fats in your blood. I don't know, but they have to be at a certain level so that they know that your body can cope with Roaccutane. So I went and had the blood test done. You have to fast before it, so you're not allowed to eat for 12 hours before, or drink for 12 hours before you have the blood test. So I went up to my local hospital, had that done. Took a week for the results, so I planned it so that I'd have my test done a week before I would go for my appointment. my bloods were all fine, and so he agreed to start me on Roaccutane. He started me on a low dose first of all, 20 milligrams, and I believe that's quite a low dose. Like when I've done my research, most people have been on 40 seems to be the general. Some people are more than that, some people are less, but 20 is quite low dose. I was quite pleased with that. He said that it was a low dose to ease me into it, see how my body responds to it, how I find it, and also because he wasn't going to be dealing with my with me anymore after this. So basically the dermatologist that I saw was came into my doctor's surgery once a week, and for further Roaccutane I had to go to the actual hospital to see the dermatologist, and then she would decide my dosage and how long I'd need to be on it and everything like that. So he kind of passed me over. You also have to sign something that says that if you get pregnant you are going to have an abortion, because it's really dangerous to get pregnant while you're on Roaccutane. It can cause serious birth defects. It's quite likely. Some of the videos that I've seen from people that have done Roaccutane or Accutane in America have said that it's 100% chance that your baby will be deformed if you get pregnant while you're on Roaccutane. So they always also encourage you to use 2 forms of contraception so that you don't have to go through having to have a termination, because obviously that's not very nice for anyone. So yeah, basically that was that. The tablets, because I was on 20 milligrams, is just 1 tablet a day. You have to take it at the same time, same-ish time every day. I'd read a lot about the side effects. I'd done loads of research, so I was quite worried about how it was going to affect me. I know that there is a lot of concern over it causing depression and people committing suicide while on it, but personally I think you have to kind of be in that state of mind already. Like, in my opinion, I don't know, but I just think you have to have quite a depressive personality or already be quite depressed or to have had depression. Like, I feel like I'm quite upbeat and positive, and I don't think that I'm the kind of person that's susceptible to that, but I don't know, you never know. But I am worried about that, but I'm not too worried about that. Like, every time I think of anything that's slightly negative, like, oh, am I going the right path in life, I think, oh my god, is this the tablets or is this my brain normally or whatever. But I've told a couple of people to make sure they keep an eye on me and to notice like if I'm being depressive and stuff, so hopefully I'll be okay. So yeah, I started taking it and didn't really notice any difference straight away. The first thing that I noticed within the first week was my lips. My lips, it's such a strange feeling. It's not dry, but they feel tight, like someone's pulling them, the skin at the top of my lips, apart. So they need constant lip balm. I'm getting through lip balm like nobody's business. Like, I've got one in every handbag, every jacket pocket, every room of my house, like everywhere that I possibly could. The ones that I'm finding the best are Dr. Lip and Carmex. Dr. Lip is probably my favourite, but it's much more expensive than Carmex, so kind of alternating between the two for bedtime. Like, because they seem to work the best, I slather on a massive layer of that before bedtime. Also in the first week I noticed that my scalp got really flaky. Like, it's disgusting, and I'm sorry. I hope I've angled the camera so that it's just missing off my scalp, because it is gross. Like, a flaky and blah, just disgusting. Like, I keep picking bits of scalp out of my hair. I've got the Moroccan oil dry scalp treatment and also Nizoral shampoo, so I'm gonna try with them and see if they help. But if not, if anyone's got any remedies or if anyone else has been on Roaccutane and can give me any advice, then I'd really appreciate it, because I've never really had flaky scalp like this before. Second week I noticed that my skin was suddenly normal, like not oily anymore. It was just normal. Like, before I could put all of that double wear stuff that I was telling you, primer, double wear concealer, double wear foundation, double wear powder, sometimes a setting spray over the top, and within 3 hours it would be like slipping and sliding everywhere. Like, today I've got double wear light on, which is too heavy for me, and I put it on at 8 o'clock and it's now 1 o'clock and it's like this, and not even 8 o'clock, 7:30 I think I put it on, 1 o'clock, and like by tonight it will still be fine. Like this is a complete new experience for me because this never happens. I've got no primer on and nothing. I've literally just got the foundation on and concealer. So yeah, and I've been like, when my skin first started changing, I was like mixing double wear with massive amounts of strobe cream, like just to try and give it a bit of illuminating radiance, which is something that I've never tried to achieve before because I've always tried to matte myself down because my skin would make myself so shiny. So that was a bit weird. And then by the 3rd week, suddenly I noticed, it was when kind of everything started coming together more, like my skin settled at like a normal level. Like it was, the week before was leading up to the 3rd week when suddenly my skin was just great. Like it doesn't look much different without any makeup on at the moment. I'm not getting new breakouts. I have had the odd 1 or 2 big spots and they hurt, but other than that I haven't had that initial breakout that a lot of people get with Roaccutane, so I hope that's still not to come. But what I noticed is that I've got all my pores over my face suddenly have black dots in there, and this was what happened in the 3rd week. Like it doesn't even seem like a blackhead, but I could squeeze it and the black dot would come off, but it's not like a blackhead, like black with a crusty old yellow bit underneath like a blackhead is. Like it's literally just a black dot that comes off. So I started using my Clarisonic again, which I stopped using because I didn't want it to be too harsh for my face, but I started using it again because I thought I need to exfoliate and get these dots off. So I've been doing that and that is helping, but I've noticed like sometimes it can leave a little hole on my face. Like last night I noticed that I had a little hole on the end of my nose from where one must have been and it's come out. But I went to see my dermatologist yesterday, the new dermatologist at the hospital. So I'd had my blood test done the week before, and I also had to have a pregnancy test while I was there because it's so important that you can't get pregnant. And I obviously went without any makeup on so that she could see my skin, and she looked at my skin with a magnifying glass and she said that that's my pores tightening and it's completely normal. I've also got the black dots on my boobs, which is really attractive. So again, I'm doing lots of body scrubs in the shower. Other than that, I haven't had any side effects whatsoever. The dermatologist has moved me up to 30 milligrams. For people with skin that isn't too bad, they normally do half a milligram for every kilometre of your weight. So she says that, she asked me if I wanted to stay on 20 milligrams or if I wanted to go up to 30, and she said she thinks I could cope with 30 and hopefully it means my treatment is done quicker. So we decided to go up to 30. It doesn't come in 30 ml tablets, so you have to take a 20 and a 10, but that's fine. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens this month, and with a little bit of a boost with the extra 10 milligrams. I just hope that my skin doesn't get too dry on my face because I don't really know how to cope with that. I mean, I've been trying lots of different, I say lots of different things, but trying things that I never would have used before, like the Origins 10-minute mask I've been using a couple of times a week, and it's like I never would have tried a product like that before, but now it's so amazing. My skin feels so soft in the morning, and I just hope that my skin doesn't get too much drier. My pores do feel like they're closing in a bit, and the other thing is, disgusting to talk about, but inside my nose it's suddenly really dry, like dry and crusty and gross. So I've been like trying to blow my nose in the morning so that it doesn't give it a chance to do anything during the day, and like it sometimes bleeds. And then I didn't realise that it was actually a side effect until yesterday. The dermatologist gave me another booklet and it said on there that you can get nosebleeds or you can get a dry nose and to put Vaseline up your nose. So I may have to give that one a go. Like at night time I'm slathering on like the lip balm, the Vaseline up the nose, the Vita Pos in the eyes, like the 10-minute mask on my face. I'm just like this big old dollop of moisture. So yeah, I've heard that your skin gets really tight. Like I was talking to someone last night and he had taken it and he said he felt like this all the time, like just super tight. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, so far I'm really pleased that I've gone on it. Loads of people would warning me off it, but I'm really pleased. Like I feel like my skin hasn't been this, it's still not great. I'm not going to show you before and after pictures like from day 1 to 30. I have got pictures, so as I continue this diary in months to come I will add them in there, but there's no point in showing you now because my skin basically looks the same. So yeah, that is my month 1, and I shall update you once I've seen the dermatologist at the end of month 2. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions or any recommendations for me for things to use. Thank you.